I'm Reece Stein, at your leisure in California's Sierra Mountains, in what is truly billed a land of giants.
They're humongous. They're the biggest things I've ever seen that are actually living, I believe.
Taylor is talking about the giant Sequoia trees, which gives America's second national park its name.
I mean, we have trees everywhere I live, but you usually can put your arms around them. Here you need about 30 people to put your arms around it or more.
Sequoias are huge beyond belief.
You come up to the tree and you just don't get a sense of how large it is. You start tilting your head back and back and back, and finally you're falling backward before you see the end of it.
And biggest of the big by sheer mass is the General Sherman tree. It's 102 feet around and over 36 feet across at the base. Not the tallest, yet Sherman still towers 280 feet high, king of the trees in the park's giant forest grove. It's thought to be over 2,000 years old.
It's just phenomenal. It's one of those things that photos don't do justice to. You have to see them.
A 70-mile, sometimes white-knuckle drive to adjacent Kings Canyon National Park takes us to the General Grant tree, second largest after the General Sherman tree, even though Grant outranked Sherman during the Civil War. The tunnel log is so large you can drive right through it. The tunnel was cut in 1938 as a visitor attraction, an idea no longer part of the Park Service vision. Other down logs can be inspected outside and in. The President tree in the Sequoia's giant grove is third largest in the world, and perhaps the oldest at about 3,200 years.
They're old, they're tall, and they could make a lot of good furniture.
The major groves are easily reached on short paved pathways from the parking lots. Unfortunately, the giant sequoias have been decimated by California's huge wildfires. Some 1,300 sequoias may have been lost the past 2 years. The General Sherman tree and others in the giant grove were saved by large foil blankets and fire retardant gels. General Grant has been protected by firefighters from Engine Company 51, dousing embers and patrolling for potential flare-ups. First stop at Sequoia may be Morro Rock, looming thousands of feet above the highway. This massive granite dome juts out from the ridgeline at the edge of the giant forest. A concrete and stone pathway leads some 350 steps to the top of the rock. Handrails make the climb relatively safe for even us oldsters. From the dome, dramatic vistas deep into the Sierra Peak wilderness to the east and the San Joaquin Valley to the west. A great intro to the park. Hiking trails wind through river valleys, offering quiet solitude. Fewer visitors here, but friendly natives strolling by. Several campgrounds convenient to the giant groves feature traditional facilities including flush toilets and secure food storage boxes. Nothing like waking up surrounded by the largest living things in the world.
I've seen redwoods before. Redwoods are beautiful and tall and big, but something that massive that's been living for thousands of years, I mean, when often do you never get to see that kind of thing.
The fires and changing weather will restrict access to some groves and facilities for now, but come spring, the parks will likely reopen. Yosemite National Park is about 200 miles away. Best save it for another trip. Reece Stein at your leisure, along the way among the giants.